It ain't just the wins, it's the ride, the vibe. Degen dads forever, keep the dream alive. Degen dads, Friday night bangers. Touchdown props flying like a Vegas Ranger. From best ball streets to the prop bet throne. Stacking green tickets, we never grind alone. Degen dads, turn the slate to gold. High risk, high reward, watch the story unfold. 9:30 Eastern, YouTube lights flash. Degen Nation rise, let's freaking cash.
Welcome into Degen Dads, presented by the Fanspeak Network. I am your host, Justin Baruni. Joining me, as always, is my co-host and partner, Mr. Andrew, the TD King, Rob. A very special guest in the house tonight, Mr. Comeback himself, Sebastian Fearon. How are we doing, sir?
Hey, what is up, folks? I love the intro music. That is a new addition. That is sweet, man. It really gets you hyped up. So I'm ready to go, boys. Cheers.
Ready to push some numbers? Ready to push some winners?
That's what it's time. Playoff time. Not just for the teams. It's for us, too. We got to be locked in. Ready to roll here.
Oh, it's for everybody. It's for everybody.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, at least one of us on this pod's team's in the fucking playoffs, so that's whatever.
Hey, there's only 8, so the odds aren't in our favor. 1 year.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, Sebastian, we're burying the lead, but new coach coming to the Giants. How you feeling about old Harbaugh?
Oh, I'm ecstatic, as you can tell. I don't know if you can really win an off season, but I'm just happy, man. And look, there's a lot of stuff coming out now about how it's not, the ink hasn't dried and they're still working through some things. And from what I've seen, honestly, that's great, because it's a lot of how is this actually going to work structure wise? And if you look at the Giants, the last 10 years, we went from a really proud winning organization to complete dog shit. And a lot of it has to do with nepotism, incompetence, lack of accountability. We want Harbaugh to eradicate all those demons. So I'm excited to have what we say as an adult in the room finally.
Yeah, it does sound like they wanted to bring somebody in to kind of keep your GM, in check, because homeboy, his son schooled him on Hard Knocks, telling him you need to go get Dayton Daniels. It sounds like they should just hire the son to be the GM, because the son sounds like he knows what he's doing.
Andrew, that's perfect. That was literally one of the first things I thought of, was just his son just screaming at him, "Do you want to lose your job?" He's right. It's John Harbaugh. He's right there.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Same as Jaden Daniels. He tried. The kid tried to push it on him. Wouldn't have it.
Everything works out, though, because Jackson Dart, for all intents and purposes, had a good rookie season. So everything works out in the end.
I'm most excited about Cam Scadaboo and John Harbaugh. Yeah. I think that's a match made in heaven.
Let's glue that ankle back together and get ready to roll. So he's walking. He's looking like he's ready to run through a wall again.
Literally.
I don't know what would have stopped him in the first place.
Yeah, I think there was players were coming out and saying he legitimately was asking for help up from one of his linemen after that happened. He's I think it was Greg Roten, one of his guards, who was yeah, hey man, just help me up. I'll be good. And he's dude, your ankle, you can't just walk this one off, brother. I love Cam Scadaboo, man.
He's awesome. We are big fans over here at the Fanspeak Network of Mr. Scadaboo. So big fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be a big turnaround.
So you said that you like the intro music. So Jamie down here in the chat, he's the one who created that for us. And they're actually the full-blown song. It's 3.5 minutes long. You make up a couple appearances in it. He does in the song, he does talk about you being on the show. So we'll have to send it to you. So
you will have to send that to me. There you go. Because that was a sweet little song there. So yeah, man, I'd love that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's only a 15-second clip of it. It's a full-blown song that this man created for us, and it was quite awesome.
Well, shout out to you, Jamie. Cheers to you, brother. That's fucking awesome.
The guests do have features on the track, so yeah, you'll have to dig in there. I think it's on the channel. It's on one of the main pages.
There we go. Yeah, I love it. Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Jump with the chat.
Yeah. So, chat, we have a full-on show for you guys tonight. We obviously, as always, have the props, anytimes, touchdowns, ATS, and dogs, and the segments of the week. And Sebastian will be bringing in a segment this week as well. Did you think tank it? What's the name of the segment?
I liked your surgical picks angle, but I don't want to get sued out here. I'm not really performing any surgeries. Well, of course. if we were, so we say downrange there, if things went to shit overseas, maybe. But I think I'll just go with Doc's prescriptions there as the best bats. That's typically what we do. So I'll keep it with that.
Nice. Good. Okay, Bruni, are you ready to get into it, big dog?
Yeah, let's do it to it.
All right, as always, people, up top. Player props at the top. I have 5. Bruni, how many do you have?
5, I think. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Sebastian, do you have how many you got?
I got a lot.
As many as we need.
Yeah, so exactly. If we need 5, I can fulfill that. Yes.
Do you have one ready to go? Because if so, guest leads off.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll right into it. Let's go. At least for me, I'll go in chronological order. So first prop that I like here, give me Jaleel McLaughlin over 15.5 rushing yards, -115. This is over on Bet365.
AMC.
Yesterday or something like that. So might be a little bit older or higher, but I still like him at this number. Look, the Bills are one of the worst rush defenses in the league. I think that with this home field, they understand that, they're going to have to get the running game going. And he's someone who's just been involved. RJ Harvey has been a good player for this Denver Broncos team, but he's not exactly the bell cow back that, maybe a J.K. Dobbins was. They will still give other guys carries. And, sometimes that looks like a Marvin Mims or a Bo Nix, but Jaleel McLaughlin has really been good to this number. He's had 41, 40, 37. He had a 4 in there, but 22, 24, 19. So really, if we look at the last 7 games, he's 6 to 7 of this number. And he's got a great matchup going against the Bills here. So I really like Jaleel McLaughlin over the 15.5 on the rush yards there.
Nice. That's a good call. I like that you're not going the Harvey way, because I feel like a lot of money is going to come in on that Harvey. As you're saying, the Bills are a good spot for the running backs. So I like that you're pivoting off of Harvey, because that's where we know a majority of the money is going to go.
Right.
All right. First one up for me. And if you're not in the Discord, you should be, because I alerted everyone early in the week about this bet, and it now has went down a full point. Give me the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots first half under of 20.5. I'm counting it as 20.5. I alerted everyone early in the week on the Discord that if you want this, go get it now. It is now at 19.5. I would still play it at 19.5, but the 20.5 feels a little bit better, because you could be sitting at 17 and kick a field goal, and that's still under the 20.5. Like this bet a whole lot. Both these teams have played great defense in the first half of their games. The first half under, a majority of the adjustments are made in the second half, not the first half. So if we're going to get some scoring, it's probably going to end up in the second half of this game. Again, like both these defenses have played very good. I don't think either one of I think these teams want to feel each other out in the first half as well before they make those adjustments, because the Texans defense has been absolutely incredible. Patriots defense has been very good all year. Pat's offense definitely a little better than what the Texans are going to be rolling out this weekend. So I feel like the Patriots don't want to let this game get out of hand by any means, because I feel like the second half adjustments can be made probably a little bit better on the Patriots side because of the lack of offense on the Texans side. So really like 20.5. I would still play it at 19.5, but maybe wait till kickoff and see if a little bit of money comes on the over for whatever reason, and maybe it pops back up. But again, should have been in the Discord. You could have got it at 20.5 when I alerted you.
Love it.
Yeah, I was on the first half for the Steelers Texans under. That was 19.5 last week at plus money. That was very easy. Texans really struggle to execute in the red zone. Fairbairn is kind of the GOAT for a reason. So I like that play.
Yep.
Going back to the Bills and the Broncos, it got Brandon Cooks over 16.5 longest reception. Hit this in back-to-back games, hitting a 50 and a 36. Just going to break loose in the secondary. Big play. Obviously down receivers. His role continues to grow week by week. A couple weeks ago, he had over 100 receiving yards. Last week had 58. Had that big play downfield. 16.5 feels a little bit too low. Again, -120 for that number.
Sebastian, I'm just going to piggyback off here real quick and go to my next one because I also have Brandon Cooks, but I have over his total receiving yards of 27.5. It's minus 114. This dude just had 101 versus Philly and 58 versus Jacksonville. Like, what am I missing that it's at 27.5 right now? I looked, and it looks like Surtain is going to probably go to the slot a little bit and follow Shakir. And it also looks like, if anything, he'll be covering like Dalton Kincaid across the middle. I don't think that Cooks is going to see a ton of Surtain in this game, which is why I really like it. He's now become a central target for Allen with 3 of the wide receivers on IR. And in a game that could potentially have the Bills behind in the game script as well, that is a possibility, which I think he hits this no matter what, whether they're leading or not, because of the lack of playmakers the Bills have right now. So Brandon Cooks over 27.5 receiving yards for your boy.
I told you, same path. Told you.
No, I mean, yeah, that's a good angle. Look, it's gonna have to be somebody. I've got a little bit of a Degen angle on somebody I think may get involved, but yeah, Brandon Cooks is definitely someone that they're gonna have to get going in this one. Look, I don't know. I'm assuming this is allowed, and this would still be a player prop, but can we talk a little bit of defense here?
Please,
of course,
please.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah. Look, the sack props have been something I always like to key in on. And Josh Allen can take some sacks. And you look at the team that has the most sacks in the NFL would be the Denver Broncos. Now, guys like Nick Bonito, guys like Jonathan Cooper, their numbers are a little bit juiced, as they would expect. When it comes to defensive, especially sack props, a lot of the times, this is still a pretty new market. It's only been around for a couple years here. So a lot of the big names will get juiced down heavily, but it leaves nice opportunities for some of these productive other guys. And the guy I'm going to be after here is a guy who has 7.5 sacks in 16 games. He's third on the team, just behind Cooper by half a sack. And that's John Franklin Myers, the defensive end there. Look, he plays more of the inside position. He's coming back from a hip injury, but he fully practiced, is going to be good to go. His number for over half a sack is plus 230. Now, why I like to play half a sack, you could do quarters. I use the score app for most of my defensive props there. It's a formerly ESPN bet. They do halves. DK sometimes does quarter of a sack, and then like the other ones will just do full sacks. Obviously, with a half a sack, if you get a half sack, you push instead of lose that. And you still get some nice juice there because a lot of these guys wind up getting the full sack as opposed to half sack there. So, look, Josh Allen is a guy that has taken some hits, and he will continue to take some hits. He's got some really good tackles on his team, but I think that interior offensive line can be something that you could take advantage of. And you've got those 2 nice edge rushers coming off the side. So as much as they like to generate pressure, a lot of times those quarterbacks have to step up into those bigger defensive tackle, defensive end type deals. So, John Franklin Myers plus 230 is the number. I just think that's a lot of value for a team that's likely going to get some pressure here.
I think I heard you call into the other 4-letter network that none of us work for anymore last week and give out some interior defensive lineman props as well. Did those hit?
All 4 of them.
Yep. No, my man. Absolutely incredible.
So, the defensive tackles, all 8 in that game. This is one where sack props, again, some of the big names obviously are going to get theirs, but the value I just think is getting sucked out. It's almost like a CMC or a Barkley anytime touchdown, right? Like everyone's easy button to press. So it kind of helps the value there. And I would say the score app is, for right now so far, the best numbers you're going to get, because these will change. These are huge variety in these numbers. So definitely shop around.
Nice. Love some interior lineman props. That's incredible.
Love IDP props. Love peeping the market. Love shopping. Love shopping the number. Next up for me, going to Seattle, going Zach Charbonnet over 12.5 longest rush. Has hit this in 3 of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10, averaging 14.5 for his longest rush on the season, per game. Really like this opportunity going up the banged up 49ers. Good opportunity up against some weak running backs. Going to get a lot of feed. Like this number, minus 120.
Nice. Yeah. No, I mean, look, you talk about Sam Darnold added to the injury report with that oblique injury. He's obviously going to play, but I think the Seahawks' best path to success is to do what they did last game, is rely on the run game and their defense. I was very impressed by the way Seattle ran the ball on the San Francisco team that is now without Tate and Bethune, who's the guy who filled in for Fred Warner. So now, I know they did it against Philly, but Philly hasn't been able to run the ball all year. So I don't
darker and darker.
Yeah, Eric Kendricks and Kazir White. I don't even know if you saw the field, but Garrett Wallow, some of these guys, it's like they're LB 4, 5, 6 going into the preseason. So I like the Seahawks running game is a nice value, I think, this week.
Yeah, again, that's over 12.5 longest rush for Charbonnet.
Awesome. All right, next one up for me. Give me Mr. Big Play Playoff Josh Allen over 35.5 rushing yards at -112 in 4 career games versus the Broncos. He has averaged 37 rushing yards a game, including a 46-yarder last game in a blowout winning effort. They blew out the Denver Broncos last time they saw him in the playoffs. In a potential losing game script this week, I think we see big game Josh run even more. Not to mention, he is down another 2 wide receivers, and the Broncos are going to get after him on defense, which in turn will make him run organically. We see it time and time again with Josh Allen is homeboy don't want to lose games. He puts the team on his back, steps up, and runs his big ass down the field. It is 35.5. On some places, it has already moved to 36.5. I think I saw a 37.5 out there. So if you can find 35.5, I would take that now if you do want to play this. Again, playoff Josh is not afraid to use his legs. It felt good at 35.5 because it's under the average rushing, which is always a nice place to start. And again, I do think they might be behind in this game. And we see Josh Allen tuck that ball and run a whole lot when they are needing a long drive.
They're just posting these videos of his wife wearing and dancing in Broncos gear. I just don't think that's a smart idea. I just don't think you poke that bear.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, not a small bear. You know what I mean? Like that's, it's not a good idea. Yeah. I really like that pick. And, like the reasons that you mentioned, the receivers being down, the necessity of just him in the offense in general, it's a really low number.
Yeah. Jamie said it is already at 37.5 on DK. Yeah. I got this over on BetMGM earlier in the week. Again, things I've put in the Discord. I put in everything that we talked about minus the Brandon Cooks one. Put them in the Discord for you guys already at the numbers that I got them at. So hopefully you've been following along in the Discord because you could be getting the better numbers earlier in the week.
Yeah.
All right, Sebastian, next up.
It's me. Okay, here I go. All right, so I will move over to this 49ers Seahawks game. Which one do I want to give out? All right, let's do the one that I think will be a little more fun here. I'm going to do one that has a little bit of some ladder potential, and that is Mr. Brock Purdy to throw some interceptions this week. He can be pretty giving in this category here. The Seahawks come in as, I think, top 3 in the league in interceptions. And I think this is a situation where, look, no George Kittle, Pearsall. Yeah, sure, he'll be out there, but what percentage is he going to be? I guess he's questionable. It's not for sure he's going to be out there, but
if he's out there, what would we want? He's done nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's optimistic he's going to play with the PCL re-aggravation. That's a very hard injury to come back from. I just think that the Seahawks are a very opportunistic defense. And when he tends to throw interceptions, it usually comes in bunches. Last week he threw 2. So look, to get into the door, 1 interception, -155, sure, paying some juice there. Then 2 interceptions plus 290. And if you want to get real crazy, I think 3 is like close to 10-1. But he just threw these 2 interceptions last week. He is someone that they're going to have to rely on him. The games are going to be won and lost on his arm. The first time he played Seattle, he threw 2 interceptions at Seattle. And last game, he threw 1. He's got he really he either throws none or he throws a lot, right? He's got 2, 2, 3, 2, and then a couple ones in there. So, I think this is something that, you got to pay some juice to get into the entry level, but it's something that could play out pretty nicely if he does what he does and throws them in bunches.
Yeah, it's a nice call out. Again, I looked at that as well because he has thrown a bunch as of recent. And in the game, in these scenarios where it's win or go home, like Purdy's going to make some mistakes because he's trying to make the big play. And, especially if they're down like that just heightens the odds of that turnover happening when they throw the ball even more. So it's a good call out.
Yeah. And I think the one interception just in itself is just a great piece to like a same game card, even if you do like the Seahawks and then you just plug in that interception.
Oh, you saying Sam Darnold might be good for an interception too? What is he playing? Sean McVay?
Double INT. Double INT.
You think Kyle Shanahan called Sean McVay and was like, all right, brother, how do we do it? Because you get Sam Darnold to throw like 4 in a game against you.
Do you think Sean McVay called Mike LaFleur?
They talked about that. Yeah.
He works with his younger brother.
Yeah. Yeah, they talked about that. McVay for the Bears, preparing for the Bears. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that stuff. It's like, all these coaches around the league are really upset with Ben Johnson. Well, fuck them too.
Oh, Bruni, the thing you sent me, I saw it before you sent it to me, but it made me laugh again. Where the AI video of Ben Johnson meeting him at the middle of the field and then just like kicking him in the face.
That's the best one. People send me AI stuff all the time, and it's most of the time it's not good. But someone sent me that one, and I was like, okay, pass.
That was pretty funny.
All right, my next one up going to the Texans game. We've got Woody Marks over 52.5 rush yards. I know that the Patriots love to stuff the run. You have the under?
Oh, I got Woody Marks under 55.5 rushing yards.
54 push. Let's go. I told you we were on the same path, one way or the other.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you we were sniffing.
Go ahead. You say you're now.
You're going to play to the narrative of where the Patriots have been consistent against this number all season. I'm going to say that the Texans have to lean into Woody Marks. We saw Stroud last week on the road. It was absolutely pitiful. They're going to have to feature Woody Marks in this one. He's just going to get one big one through, and then he's just going to have a lot of volume in this game. Going to have a lot of touches. Against the number last 5, 3 out of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10, averaging 65 in his last 5, 60 he lost against his last 10, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, and I like Woody Marks. Again, I shouted him out last week as a really nice play on the underdog slate, and that came home. But man, I really like the under 55.5. So he's coming off a 112-yard effort in a winning game script against a Steelers defense that is nowhere near
winning game script. I don't know about your quarterback playing like that is not a winning game script. Your defense provided a winning game script.
What did the Steelers show you that showed you they were going to win that game? Absolutely nothing. They were awful. I mean,
their quarterback was really bad still.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, yeah. I mean, he forgot the ayahuasca that day. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
But both quarterbacks were very bad. Excuse me.
The Steelers defense is not anywhere near as good as the Patriots defense has been against the run all year. I think the Texans will be behind in the game, and they may all but abandon the run at some point in this game. Pats have also only allowed 6 RBs to go over 50 yards in a season. Milton Williams in there as well. When he's in there, that is a striking difference for them. Really like this under 55.5. I love Woody Marks. I really do. I just think that unless he gets it in the first half, I don't think he's going to get it. Right? Like it just in the second half, I think they're going to be behind. They're going to abandon that run game. He might get some catches. Ain't going to count for rushing yards, brother.
That's look, I think it's definitely debate worthy because I think that really plays a key role in the game script, right? And in the overall value of the game. I was very impressed with how the Texans were able to run the ball against the Steelers. The Steelers' run defense overall, if you look at season long, not super great. But the last 5 weeks or so, especially with Derek Harmon in the lineup, they've been pretty damn stout. So that was almost kind of very shocking the way the Texans were running the ball. And typically you think of the Texans, you don't think of a good offensive line, but they've been coming together. Now they do have right tackle Trent Brown on the injury report as questionable. I do expect him to play. But I think, yeah, man, if they can't run the ball, that could get really ugly in New England. I think they need to find a way to be able to have some success, especially with no Nico Collins. So, yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, I think if Bruni hits, I think the Texans have a good shot of winning. And I think, if Andrew, if your bet hits there, I think it could be a long day for Houston. So that's a really interesting one. I'm going to do the polite thing and stay away and stay out of the parents, the dads arguing here.
I love it. I love it.
This is how everyone knows we don't send each other our plays before the show because
I love it.
Uncensored
after dark. Okay, so yeah, I got one more. So Sebastian, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'm on 4. Okay, cool.
I have 2 left.
Yep, I've got 2 as well. Did you want to go first, Bruni, or?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. I will switch over to the game you guys are talking about. Yeah, Houston. I will talk another running back here. Patriots side. Give me Ramondre Stevenson. And this is a little bit of a double dip here, if I may. But I'm going to go Stevenson over on his catches and over on his receiving yards. Obviously,
Okay.
super correlated here. When you think of big play guys, you think of TreVeyon Henderson. But unfortunately, TreVeyon Henderson still sucks at pass blocking, like most rookie running backs do. So he is really not in there a lot, right? So Ramondre Stevenson, I mean, last game he had 3 catches on 4 targets for 75 yards. The couple games before, 2 catches, 22 yards, 5 catches, 55 yards. The number, which I forgot to give out here, over 2.5 receptions plus 115, and then over 20.5 receiving yards minus 110. Obviously, receiving yards, based on the juice, is a little bit of the safer play. But yeah, last couple games, 75 receiving yards, 22, 55, 27, 27, and 40. So this is something he's consistently gone over here. This is something that I might probably be laddering here in both of these, because you see, all right, clearly he's going to be out there for passing down. And then you look at the team they're playing, the Houston Texans, right? Their vaunted defensive line, you got Will Anderson, you got Danielle Hunter, and a couple other guys there. Like, they are ultra aggressive. Mm-hmm. And Drake May, whether he's going to be using his legs to get away from it or he's going to have to be using the check down, right? So I think that this is a situation where when you look at the defense, and this Houston Texans defense, they'll allow the running backs to catch some stuff underneath. I think Amarian Hampton a couple of weeks ago had 8 receptions. We saw the Ashton Jeanty 60-yard reception bomb that'll get you there on the yard. So I really like Ramondre Stevenson. I think a lot of attention is usually paid to Henderson in this one. But when you really look at who's on the field for those passing downs, it's Stevenson because of his pass blocking ability.
Yeah, I still question what Henderson has done to Mike Vrabel or his wife, because my God, does Mike he just hates him. He just
diddled the wife.
He just, something happened behind the scenes, and he's like, you are, because I mean, for all intents and purposes, Ramondre Stevenson is a fine running back, but he's not amazing. We've seen him put the ball on the ground way too much in his career. Yeah. So it's like you bring in Henderson, this guy that's got all the speed in the world. When he gets to the outside, like that dude was gone.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, I don't know what happened, unless they just really want to focus on 2 guys being out there. Like sometimes they'll put them both out there at the same time, which I find very interesting, because they're both good enough running backs that like you could use either of them on a play.
Yeah.
But man, like I want to go to Henderson, but you're right. Like it just, Stevenson just has the grip on the job right now.
Yeah, for whatever reason, maybe just veteran, Vrabel being an ex-player, just trusting the veteran guy in the postseason. But yeah, he's just out there too much to be ignored.
Yeah.
All fair points. This might be another, I don't know, Andrew. I feel like I'm going to be taking the over and you're going to be taking the under again here. I feel like
I do not have another under. You know how I do. I'm good for one every 2 or 3 weeks.
That's true. That's interesting.
I don't think I've missed an under, by the way, Bruni, this year. Just
congratulations.
Throwing that out
there. More of them.
I should.
Anyways, DeAndre Swift over 55.5 rush yards. Hasn't hit it in 3 games. We're due. 2 out of his last 5, still averaging 60 yards per game in that stretch. 67 per game in his last 10. Hit it 6 out of his last 10. 9 out of 17 on the season, averaging 67 rush yards per game on the season. Bears are going to have to run. It's obviously going to be cold. Coincidentally, I also like Caleb Williams' pass attempts again. It's just been an absolute lock. So take that as you will. But they're going to need both sides of the ball in this one. I think Swift could hit this number pretty early, actually, if not early in the third quarter. I think they're going to try to run with him a lot, but also the expectation is that the Bears are going to be down. So again, also taking Williams, 33 plus pass attempts, 8 out of his last 10, 4 out of his last 5, averages 35 pass attempts in his last 10, 37 through his last 5. He just has to throw the ball a lot, right? Like he's not hitting his mark with any consistency. He has to get those attempts up just to get the yardage that he's getting, and clear some of his other props too, like the pass completions, obviously the pass yards, etc. But that's what we've seen from him. We've seen the inaccuracy, so we know he has to throw a lot regardless of the situation in the game. So again, give me that 33 plus. That's minus 105. Swift yards were minus 113.
Nice. I do like that. Like I told you, I think on Wednesday we discussed that a little bit. I do like his pass completions as well.
18?
Right. Yeah, it was 18.5 last time we looked. I don't know if it's still that, but it was 18.5. That's what it was last week too, and he absolutely crushed that. So, yeah, I will probably be running back to the well and betting the Caleb pass completions as well. All right, last prop up for me. This man, this is follow me, people. All right, this one's disgusting. All right, a little bit here. This man last week had his highest catch total of the season. This correlated with Mr. George Kittle leaving the game, and immediately Kyle Juszczyk got so much more involved. He tallied 4 receptions last week after George Kittle left the game. I'm going to take Kyle Juszczyk 3+ receptions so I can get the plus money at plus 226.
Okay.
It's like minus 130 something
That's
for
right.
the over 1.5. I'm going to take the 3+. Kyle Shanahan is going to be in his bag in this game. He has to be in the bag. Kyle Juszczyk is not a guy that you scheme up to take out of the game. Really like taking the Kyle Juszczyk here because now that Kittle's out, they have Tonjes, which they do like, obviously, but I think they like Tonjes a little bit more in the red zone, not so much when they're in between the 20s. Think Juszczyk is going to get some live balls here in between the 20s. So I will take the 3+ receptions, but I obviously will be also playing the over 1.5 because that is, again, like minus 130. But if you want some plus juice, 3+ receptions, take that as high as you want. Kyle Juszczyk does have some games with 5+, 6+, and I think he has a 7+ catch game as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they use him in this game now that there's no Kittle, and they know that there's no Kittle. But yeah, I like Juszczyk. He seems like a fun play.
Yeah,
love that. I love the juice.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on it. I think his yards is like 15.5.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I saw the same thing you did as soon as Kittle went out. And it was funny because the commentators, were talking like, Juszczyk, he talks to Shanahan like he's a wide receiver 1 and kind of gives him shit like, hey, give me the ball, get me involved in the game plan here. And I mean, it's all hands on deck, right? We talked about no Kittle, the health, the uncertainty behind Pearsall there, and Tonjes has been good. But I think you gotta use everything you can, man. So Juszczyk, he's been reliable in the playoffs, so I really like that as well. I was surprised the number was even that low.
Yeah, it's a fun play. I like Kyle Juszczyk. He's a cool dude. Like he's an actual cool dude. So I like when I know that like I'm like same thing with Josh Allen. Like that dude's actually cool in real life. I would like to place some money on guys that I think are absolute dogs.
All right, I think it's me. I'm gonna go ahead and last game here for me as far as Rams Bears. Haven't touched it yet. Yeah, man. A lot of the things I'm on in this game has to be revolved around Matt Stafford here. So I've got 2 positives, but I'll bring out the negative because I know what territory I'm in. I'll respect my hosts here. I'm
going to the game. So yeah.
I will respect the territory I'm in. Give me the Matt Stafford 1+ interception. You're almost at even money here. I think it's minus 108. We can talk a little ladder, a little step stool if you want, but Matt Stafford, man, look, he's had this great MVP season. I get it, but he's been prone to turn the ball over. I mean, he had an interception against Carolina. He had 2 last time he played them. He had 3 against Atlanta, 1 against Detroit. And when you talk about the Bears, man, they live and die by the turnovers. They lead the league in turnovers. They lead the league in interceptions there. With the weather and what it's going to look like, maybe Bruno, you can talk to this more. I think that a lot of times gets overblown in like, oh, they're not going to throw the ball or whatever because of this weather crazy. Like I looked, it's going to be cold as shit, but the wind and everything doesn't look like it's going to be a crazy factor. And usually when the more they blow it up, the less it actually matters in the game. The Rams are still going to throw the ball a ton and they'll have some success, but I definitely think he's going to walk himself into at least 1 interception. He just came off a game where he threw an interception. He's got 8 on the year. So I think for this one, we're getting a good price because it's Matthew Stafford and we're getting a little bit of the name here, but he's definitely someone that, especially of late, doesn't mind turning the ball over and going against the number 1 team in the interception category. Give me Matthew Stafford, 1+ interception, minus the 108 there.
What's the Austin Booker anytime sack paying?
Ooh, I'll have to look that up. But I heard he's the headhunter. I heard he's the one if you want to take somebody out. That's the guy you go to. So we'll have to see. Might have to be careful there in those streets.
Yeah. Just saying. I couldn't tell you who the interception would be. I don't know how they're going to balance that out between Jalen Johnson trying to cover the best receiver on a specific play. So we'll see.
Yeah, I would love a CJ interception just for the shit talking that will immediately ensue after that.
Yeah. Devontae Adams, very good track record versus the Bears. Also played there plenty of times in the cold. We have our work cut out for us, but it's going to be fun.
Austin Booker plus 200.
Plus 200. Okay, I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah, I was
thinking like maybe 4 to 1.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little low, but
they're onto something. You know, we're onto
they're
something.
on
maybe.
Yeah,
keeping us honest. You know.
Remember, you don't pay any juice, and then there's no odds too small if you hit your bet. Just saying.
That's true. That's true. Ready for touchdowns, boys?
Yes, yeah, that's all the props I had. So yeah, let's head on over to our anytime touchdowns.
Watch out! He's got getting away from the top speed. Touchdown!
Anytime touchdowns. All right, I will lead us off here. This is going to surprise absolutely nobody because this man is on a tear when it comes to scoring in the red zone, and his coach is known to want to give the ball to the running backs when they get right by that fucking goal line. Give me Mr. RJ Harvey minus 130. It's a 80% hit rate last 5, 70% last 10. Sean Payton has given and will give Harvey plenty of opportunities to score, and this is the second highest game total of the week. I know we're laying a little of the juice here, and it feels like everyone and their mother is going to be on this, but I can't talk myself out of betting him for a touchdown. It just feels like it's going to happen. It feels like it's going to happen early, and we're all just going to be like happy that it happened, and then we move on with the game.
Cosign.
Yeah.
I mean, the writing's on the wall. It really
card.
Sean Payton, he might as well just lay the play out there of like, yeah, it's going to happen. It'll probably happen in the first quarter. We just like to give the ball to him when we get in the red zone.
12 touchdowns on the year, dual threat, can catch one, can run one. I mean, what else do you want? I mean, he's at the top of the board. He's at the top of the board. But I feel like it could easily be minus 200 if this is like a regular season game, to be honest, if he was at this same hit rate.
Sebastian?
How many of these are we giving out? Because I'll be honest, my touchdowns.
I have one per game, and Andrew just took RJ Harvey off my card. I purposely didn't pick Josh Allen this week just so I wouldn't step on your toes, and you immediately pull one of my cards. And I told him before the show started, I was like, man, I feel like we're gonna be like right here this week. I feel like we're gonna have some similar picks.
Yeah,
and sure as shit, here we are.
Now, look, because a lot of mine are pretty. I'm taking a similar approach to the sacks, where a lot of mine are pretty long odds here.
It's okay. So like your favorite long odds, then it's okay.
Yeah. So we'll go with Colby Parkinson anytime touchdown plus 235 there. That's probably the shortest one I got. So look, this is a guy where I get it. Rams tight ends is it's like trying to figure out an Arthur Smith backfield. It's like trying to figure out solve a Rubik's cubes, whatever you want to say. It can be pretty tough, but Colby Parkinson has clearly became one of the top red zone targets for Matthew Stafford. Mm-hmm. He scored the game-winning touchdown last week against the Carolina Panthers. He had 2 touchdowns in Week 18. He's got 8 on the season, and they've all come in the back half of the season. So he's been really good to this number. I think this is a really nice price. Look, I do think there's gonna be a lot of points in this game. I think this. If we're gonna get an offensive explosion, I think it's going to be that Bears-Rams game. And so I like, I'm going to be playing a lot of touchdowns in that one. But Colby Parkinson plus 235, I just think the price is right there. He's the tight end that Stafford trusts around the red zone.
No, that's a great call out. We were definitely riding him down the stretch of the season. So Parkinson, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, indeed. Yeah, man, you said you have a couple of long odds here. I do as well, so we'll see if we're on any of the same ones here. But next one up for me, I already talked about Kittle going down, and we talked about Juice Check. But I did mention that they like to use Tunges when they get in the red zone. Give me Jake Tunges plus 310. Niners are going to be in their bag of tricks. I think that there will include some red zone targets for Tunges in this. He did score a couple weeks back for them as well, and that was with Kittle in the game. So now no Kittle. I think we're going to see some sort of passes to Juszczyk and passes to Tunges to get some of the Seattle backs kind of off their game a little bit here. So I really like Tunges at the plus 310. Shop that around. I think I saw a couple of other ones floating around mid threes to close to 4, but love Tunges here at the plus 310.
Opportunities there. It's a short list. I'm staying right there with Juwan Jennings. I'm going back to the well. Wrong end of it last week. I picked him for the anytime. You don't get a winning ticket by throwing an anytime touchdown. So that's pretty sad. So I'm going back to the well. And again, it's just a short list. I don't trust Ricky Pearsall. I know that they're going to have to be different off of CMC, and honestly, he's got pretty good odds CMC to score a touchdown. I think it's minus 135, like
lowest I've seen. Yeah.
I think versus the Eagles, he had minus 130, and did he not get one? Not this.
No, he got one.
he got the game winner.
Did they play in the regular season though?
The Eagles and the 49ers?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different game then.
But yeah, he was as low as
he had better odds.
There
There was another game I thought I saw CMC in the regular season where he was at minus 130 and he didn't wind up scoring. I can't remember what game it was. I'd have to look back. But that for some reason in my head I was thinking the Eagles, not from obviously last week because that was awesome. Fuck the Birds.
Yep. Retweet that. Hell yeah. Fuck them.
Who's up?
I think it's me.
Yep.
And I will stick with that game. But I guess we're rooting for some 49ers touchdowns because I'm gonna go a little bit off the reservation here. Give me Luke Farrell.
Okay.
The other tight end.
There you go.
There
it is.
Right. I mean, look, when
the other shoe.
The other shoe, it's Shanahan. He's gonna get creative. He does like his 2 tight end sets. I think they are gonna have to establish a little bit of a run game there to try to get some things going. No catches last week, but they did throw him a little like almost screen. If you kind of saw it, it was a weird looking play. But they clearly had something drawn up to him. Purdy got some immediate pressure and wasn't able to deliver a nice ball there. But Luke Farrell has 2 touchdowns on the season this year. He is tied for Kyle Juszczyk. He has more than Demarcus Robinson. So he is someone that when Kittle was out, like he was most of the year, he will get involved. So I think, obviously this is a long shot. I'm taking the 10-1 here, but he's going to be on the field. And I just kind of saw that. And I saw it was like the price does not fit the production there. So 10-1, I think is for guys that really aren't involved at all. And he's someone that is.
Doc, I have a challenge flag. Okay. I don't have a flag of solidarity. So I'm just gonna wave this one with you. Okay. This is more than a cosign. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same man that gave you Brock Wright on this show.
Yes.
He gave you Brock Wright, backup tight end. He's back in the divisional round to give you 10-1 Luke Farrell. What are you doing? Run to the window. I need a flag of solidarity. This is.
I appreciate it because usually my flag is just a little bit of this to give me.
Keeper's heart. Sure. Keeper's heart's good.
I mean, shout out. This was J Mark hooked me up for that one. So
yeah, that's a good whiskey.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I appreciate that. Yeah, no, Luke Farrell, man. I just saw it and I was like, sometimes they speak to you a little bit, Again, it might be the whiskey, but sometimes these things whisper. Hey, I'm gonna get in there.
I see you, Doc. Run to the window. Puntas. All right. I'm up.
Okay. Say I got 3 more.
I have 2 more.
Okay.
So you go.
Okay. All right. We talked about the Bills down some wide receivers, right? Lots of IR spots filled.
You better do
for the Bills.
You better do
this man has been with Josh Allen his entire playoff career. Every time they need a play in the red zone,
I think I know who it is.
He gets a target from Josh Allen. He has scored in 3 of the last 5 games. Give me Dawson Knox plus 490. Dawson Knox has the apple of Josh's eye. He knows. He knows how to get open for Josh Allen. It's gonna happen, people. You may not like it. It's gross. You're like, Dalton Kincaid's there. He's gonna get. I'm telling you, Dawson Knox is going to have an opportunity to score in this game because Josh Allen loves him. He just does. And every time we see somebody on the Bills go down, whether it be a wide receiver or a tight end, and Dawson Knox is called upon, he comes through. It just happens. Again, scored in the last 3 of 5 games.
Yeah.
He's going to be there. Give me Dawson Knox plus 490.
I like
it's
that.
not Dalton Kincaid, so I can't really disagree with you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought you were going somewhere else, and I'll get to it when it's my turn. But
Ooh.
I like that a lot. I don't think Dalton Kincaid's 100%. I mean, I don't think that's even like.
Was he spotted in a walking boot this week? Did I see? Somebody said that he was.
That. Yeah, look, he's just never been right since he had that knee injury, and then he picked up a hamstring injury, and then he's been limited in practice the entire week. Like, he's not right. He wasn't right last week. You know, he was out there, he was able to do some things, but I was on Dawson Knox catches and yards, which came through because he's not 100%. I think, and that's, you know, ultimately why I think the Bills offense may struggle a little bit is because Dalton Kincaid, when he's right, a lot of things go through him, but he's not right. So I really like the Dawson Knox play, especially close to 3-1. I think that's a really nice price.
It's almost 5-1. It's plus 490.
Oh, 490. My bad. I heard you wrong.
That's
okay, 290.
For a man who scored in the last 3 of 5,
490.
Yeah, plus 490
right,
for Dawson Knox anytime. I mean, it has happened more than you think it has happened with Josh Allen. It's just when I saw that, I'm like, that is an immediate.
Where's that at? Where's the 490 at?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Again, shout out Prop Spot because it's an easy spot to go to look this stuff up because you see every single book. So let me go over here and I will tell you in a hot second. Let's see.
Apologize for taking the show off the tracks.
No.
This is nice.
Oh my. Okay, it is a nice plus 500 on FanDuel right now.
Oh wow!
This is how much it varies. Fanatics has it at plus 375. We go 425 for DK, 500 on FanDuel. Seeing if it's better. Nope. FanDuel the best currently right now, even better than BetMGM. So plus 500 on FanDuel.
Yes, please.
That is wild to me.
Yeah, that's insane.
5-1.
Oh wow!
And he has scored a lot of a lot for Dawson Knox touchdowns with Josh Allen in the playoffs. Like if you go back and look, he has scored a decent amount with Josh Allen.
Yeah, I love that. That's getting added.
I'm interested. Now
put it with Luke Farrell. Change the lives of your children, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. Dawson Knox, Luke Farrell, first touchdowns. Yes, please.
There you go.
I am immediately putting those two together for the first touchdowns.
Well, now you said it, so you have to.
It happens
by law.
Yes.
If you want to keep your card.
Oh my God, I'm going to be able to retire
in this economy. Nice try.
Who's up?
I got what? Oh, go ahead. I have 2 left. So what do you have, Sebastian?
Oh, like I said, I can kind of make it work. I was gonna go with the 5, so I guess I got 3 left. So I will gladly oblige here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick in that game. I kind of thought you were going here based off your lead up, Rob. There, but look, I'm gonna go Curtis Samuel plus.
Wow.
9. Yeah, pretty off the wall again. I
called up from the practice squad.
I don't even. Is he even allowed to call it that? Like, are you kidding me?
And look,
oh my Lord, no, you're.
No, I'm in it. I mean, look, money's down. Money's down, fellas. Do I need to remind you that last year against these same Denver Broncos, he had 3 catches, 3 targets, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Look up that touchdown. It was a nice 55-yard bomb that he kind of weaved through the entire defense. They don't have any other wide receivers. Gabe Davis, ACL tear. Tyrell Shavers, ACL tear. Joshua Palmer, ankle, just kind of hates the team, I guess. He's like never playing for them. So you've got Shakir, you've got Cooks, who he talks about. You got the tight ends. Keon Coleman, they tried to get him off the team. Like, they don't want him there. Curtis Samuel, when he is healthy, they do try to get him involved. He does have a touchdown this season. I think that they're going to scheme some things up for him in the red zone. He is kind of that gadget guy that can kind of create some different angles, whether it's, whether they're going to do some type of jet screen. I could see him doing flashbacks of the Chiefs Super Bowl against the Eagles where they do the Tony kind of comeback arrow route type deal. I think they're just going to try to move him around and get him in space, especially around the red zone. I don't think that price is correct. You do not have a lot of these wide receivers you would think. Gabe Davis, Tyrell Shavers, they were getting looks in as recent as last game, right? Shavers played almost as many snaps in the second half as Keon Coleman with a torn ACL. He tore his ACL in the first half and still had the same snap share as Keon Coleman. They don't want to get this guy on the field. So I think Curtis Samuel is a nice pivot opportunity. The plus 950, I think, was just too nice. That's over at FanDuel as well for the anytime touchdown. So a little bit off the reservation, but that's where I'm going.
Love it. I
like it. Bernie, before you go, I did look. So the odds for Dawson Knox and Luke Farrell parlayed together for first touchdowns, it is 1,632 to 1. Just saying, people. I did just bet it.
I'll buy that
on
for
it,
$1.
$3,266. You could do worse with $2.
I've spent worse. Yeah, I spent $2 worse. Definitely. Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
Love that. Coming back down to earth with a plus 155, Woody Marks. Not $1 billion to 1 odds, but we'll double up your money. Like I said, I like the Texans to lean on Marks in this one. I just don't trust CJ Stroud, whether he catches one, in a dink or dunk from Stroud in the red zone, or just is able to finish inside the 5. I think he's going to be the guy for them, and they're just going to need to lean on him at certain points in this game if they're not trailing, early after an early lead off from the Patriots. And I think their defense will play well enough to keep that from happening. So I do think Marks stays involved in this one. Give me the touchdown plus 155.
It's a nice price.
Yeah,
it's a nice price.
It is, man. What a boner killer that was, Bernie.
Sorry, bud.
Bring that.
Wasn't $1 billion to 1.
Hey, it doesn't matter. A winner is a winner.
That's right. A winner is a winner. That's right, baby.
All right, Andrew. What 8 to 1 pick do you have?
No, I'm coming back down to earth with you. Give me Ramondre Stevenson plus 175. Scored in 3 of the last 5 games. Sebastian already laid out why it's Stevenson over Henderson. I mean, Vrabel just likes Stevenson for whatever reason, one or another. I mean, Stevenson has been fairly good, throughout the year. So I will give him his props on that. But yeah, plus 175, you can get plus money for a guy that has continuously scored touchdowns. I will take that all day long.
No, love it.
Yeah, no, I'll come back to earth with all you guys. I'll stick with the theme of this round here. I'll actually steal one of my my co-hosts prop from our show. Shout out to Mr. Professor Locks. Give me Cortland Sutton anytime touchdown plus 190. Actually, I just saw it on FanDuel.
For Sutton.
Let me look now because I got it at over 2 to 1. So yeah, plus 210. You can get it on FanDuel right now. So plus 210 for Cortland Sutton. He leads the team in receiving touchdowns. I understand that. Actually, he's tied for the team in touchdowns, obviously, beside Bo Nix. He's tied with 7 with RJ Harvey. But I understand that the Buffalo Bills have the number 1 pass defense, when it turns to yardage, right? But you've got their cornerback, rookie first-round pick, Maxwell Harrison, is out this game. Safety, Jordan Poyer, also out this game. They did not activate DeMar Hamlin as well. So you've got a couple backups there on the back end. And Cortland Sutton, the skill guys of the Broncos can be a little bit of a crapshoot, but Cortland Sutton is that reliable piece. I do think Bo Nix is going to look for him there. So he's got 7 touchdowns on the year. I like for him to go ahead and get in the end zone. 2 to 1, I just think is a nice price there. Give me Cortland Sutton plus 210 anytime touchdown.
That is the second to best price. The only better price on Sutton is plus 215 on Bovada. So FanDuel, shout out, has the best price at the plus 200 or plus 210.
Love it.
Okay, last one for me. This dude just scores touchdowns left and right. Give me Puka Nacua minus 110. McVay schemes all these plays to get the ball in his hand in space. He's a special playmaker. It's a nice spot here with the highest game total of the week. Even if it's windy or snowy, Puka will get the ball in his hands. It just happens. They'll fucking have him run an end around and give him the damn ball, for fuck's sake. I mean, this man just scores touchdowns all the time. When it's almost even money, I will take Puka every day of the week. If only there was a guy back in the day to tell you to take Puka Nacua at the end of best ball drafts, but that's here nor there.
So it's never leaving his refrigerator.
Never. That's on the refrigerator forever.
That's a good pull. I mean, if you're gonna die on a sword, that's a nice sword to die on. So I like that. Minus 110, not bad. Like I said, I do think there's gonna be a lot of touchdowns. Bruni, are you all TD'd out?
No, I have one last one. We've got again,
my friend,
down to earth, DeAndre Swift plus 145. They're gonna get in the red zone at some point. Obviously, even playing from behind, Caleb gets the big chunk plays. They get down there, and when he's being inefficient, they're going to try to compensate on the ground and run the ball. So give me Swift at plus 145, has 10 touchdowns on the season. Again, another dual threat option, can catch one, run it in, can just get one on the goal line. Anungai hasn't had the same favor in these past couple of games that he had down the stretch of the season. So I'm trusting Swift in this one, plus 145. Again, cold weather game. By the way, there is expected 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Bernie, I'm kind of shocked that you didn't pull out the Caleb Williams anytime touchdown. And here's why.
I gave the pass attempts. The pass attempts are locks. We give locks. We give system plays.
I know. And you're right.
It's free money. It's just been printing.
You're right.
Printing.
But and it's not on my official card, but I will probably at the end of the week have a Caleb Williams anytime touchdown in the pocket because he hasn't done it in quite some time. As a matter of fact, it was 10 weeks ago. I was at the Giants that he had an anytime touchdown.
Ouch.
Didn't need to hear that, but hey, top five.
Yeah, why'd you have to do that? Like you just could have said 10 weeks ago. Like,
oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even think.
Was that the week he caught one, or was that the week he ran one in?
No, I think that was the week he caught one.
So maybe you could bet like the trick play, like if you're trying to go after that concept. I don't know if he actually runs one in, but
plus 350. Okay. But when I look at this game, I'm looking at this is where Ben Johnson pulls out one of those plays because it's against the Rams. He's up against it. People like the Rams in the game, whatever the case may be, right? Like he hears all the noise in the background. I just feel like Caleb Williams is either going to get this one of two ways. One, he organically runs anyway. That just happens with Caleb. Again, he just has his, he uses his legs and it just happens. But I really think we're going to see a Ben Johnson trick play where Swift will throw him the ball or whatever the case may be.
Cole Kmet.
I feel like something's, that's a good pull actually, Cole Kmet. I just feel like we're going to see a trick play. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I think we at least see an opportunity for Caleb to potentially have himself an anytime touchdown. So it's not on the official card. Don't want to give it out like that, but we'll probably end up betting it before the end of the week.
Yeah, I would see if there was a throw coming from either Cole or from DJ Moore. They've set up the DJ Moore pass attempt a few times and it hasn't hit. So I wouldn't expect like a Dunze or a Manungai. Swift isn't a bad call, but I don't know if they'd let Swift do it.
Yeah, it feels like there's gonna be something that happens that like catches the Rams off guard. And I mean, we just saw it with the Niners last week against the Eagles. Those plays. Yeah, exactly. That was awesome.
Fucking rocked.
But like those plays catch a defense off guard, especially when it hasn't happened in some time. I feel like we potentially see one here. So just throwing that.
I think in that same kind of breath of like a special touchdown, I'm actually kind of thinking a thick 6 for the Bears.
Oh, you see an offensive?
Yeah, like you look at this game environment, right? And kind of like how that would just ramp the whole situation like to another level. If the first touchdown of the game was a thick 6, first drive, they get in closer, like, we're kind of set up. We're going to score. Let's just give it to the lineman and we'll take the roof off that doesn't exist on this place. You know what I mean?
Who gets it?
Darnell Wright.
Right tackle, Darnell Wright. What,
Tennessee
guy? Okay.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
He's an animal.
He's
an animal. It doesn't matter.
Who was the lineman? I'm like forgetting what game it was. Who was the lineman that picked the ball up and ran it like a running back last week?
It
was in the Bears game.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? They were like driving down to score and they fumbled the ball and he picked it up and he's running with it and then he fumbles it and the Packers get it back. Oh, damn it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I was a little banged up for that game. So that game's a little hairy to me. I had a lot of money on the Bears, and I thought that was completely cooked. And I was just kind of like, well, fuck this. But then they won, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
So that's all I remember.
I'm sure it was awful for you. I'm sure it was terrible. I'm sorry.
No, it was great. What are you talking about? They won.
I mean, the experience, right? I turned everything off at halftime. It was just me in a room of darkness.
I was going to say, I couldn't imagine you as an actual fan, but the Bears have made me a decent amount of coin this year. So I actually was a little upset, but I was like, honestly, they were a free roll at this point, but good for them. Man.
We've been giving out some Bears tickets around here.
Good. That's yeah. I mean, look, again, I know where I'm at. I'm going to play nice in the away stadium here. I'm going to be on a Bear as well. Anytime touchdown to round it out here. Curious on where you think of this, Bruni, but
Colston Loveland.
No, but that is good. I mean, I think Loveland, again, I think there's going to be a shit ton of points in this one. Give me Olamide Zaccheaus.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
One.
All right.
Now, look, he is the same price as Jade Walker, and I was trying to figure out, all right, which one of these kind of long shot wide receiver 4 guys do I want to go with?
Zaccheaus would be a better pick than Walker.
Right.
Walker gets play when there's injuries.
Right. And he was inactive last week, so I'm like, all right, well, he might not have been active, so that's plus on Zaccheaus. And this Romazunze foot injury, man, you might want to earmuffs this, but I don't feel great about it. I don't like that he's questionable. I mean, he's been in and out of the lineup. It's a bone stress injury type deal. This is very common in the military. Like, you really, time and rest is the biggest things. Like, if you try to rush back too soon, these can really flare up on you. It's going to be very cold, obviously. That's not going to feel good on a bone injury down there. Like, he was serviceable last week, but I just don't think he's going to have an explosive game. He may play, but I mean, there's a legit chance he may have to take a couple plays off because his foot is just really hurting him. And I think Zaccheaus is a guy, he's got 3 touchdowns on the year, including last week. Look, he's not going to get a ton of targets, but Caleb obviously trusts him out on the red zone. He had 2 targets, 1 catch, 8 yards, and a touchdown last week. I'm just looking for guys who are going to be out there, going to be involved in the offense, and especially this game, I think there's going to be quite a bit of touchdowns. So
it says that Rome got a full practice in today. So
that's a great sign.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, like I said, he's gonna be out there,
and they are practicing in the cold. So if he practiced in full, he practiced outside in full in the cold today.
It's good. We'll see how he feels tomorrow.
For what it's exactly. Yeah, he's still listed as questionable. DJ Moore is a full go though after also being limited. I think it was was it an ankle? Was it a foot?
I think it was a hip or something like that.
Hip? I mean, he's
more of the classic the veteran rest type deal.
Yeah, what I've been telling everybody is he's been playing hurt all year. Like, we've seen him, come out, go to the tent, get back in the game. Like, instead of him seeing him head out, I believe in the Packers game that he had the game winner in OT, he left for a little bit too. I mean, like these guys, or he himself has just been banged up all year, so not really too worried about that coming in.
Yeah, let me be clear. I'm not taking a shot at Rome playing through injury. This specific type of injury is actually where they try to bring him back too soon. Like, that is not what you want to do. Like, you really need to give time. And they're weird because you don't get them a lot in an athletic environment. There are more of your tactical military stuff because they're a little bit overused. So they're a little bit weird on how to handle. But it's more that injury that kind of scares me, and less on like, hey, I don't think he's going to play through it because he's a little bitch or whatever,
Right. No, fair enough.
Okay, is that it for touchdowns for us?
Yeah, I just have my bold play next before the ATS and dogs.
Yep, let's go to our segment plays. Sebastian, you are the guest, so if you have your prescriptions for us, please let us know.
Yeah, where do I want to take us? Okay, yeah, I'll stop getting crazy. I'll come back and look, I can't prescribe you. I'm not going to prescribe you Narcan for a paper cut, right? So we'll get to the easy stuff here. Khalil Shakir over 5.5 receptions. It was plus 120 earlier in the week over on FanDuel. He had 12 targets and 12 catches last week. I mean, we've talked about some of these other guys getting involved. Knox, they threw out the Samuel thing. But when we get down to it, the bread and butter, he's going to look for Shakir, right? I don't think Kincaid is 100%. How much time has he had with Brandon Cooks? And then you look at Keon Coleman, they're actively trying to kick off the team. I just think Shakir is going to be able to, I think the funny part about Shakir is that he's such a target hog in the sense that, like, it's not like he's getting some crazy yardage games. I mean, he had those 12 catches and he only had, I think, 82 yards. So it's just more, I love the receptions a lot more than I like the yardage or anything like that. This is obviously a very good Broncos secondary. But I'm curious, I know one of you guys mentioned that he might line up in the slot as in Pat Surtain. That's not something he will typically do. I know he will follow the best wide receiver, but typically if you're an outside boundary corner, you're not going to get thrown in a slot a lot. I'm not saying he can't do it. I mean, it's Pat Surtain, but it is a little bit of a question mark what they're going to do there. And I think with him being in the slot, they can kind of hide Shakir in that way, put him in motion, kind of get him around. They throw him a lot of that quick screen shit. So, I like Khalil Shakir over the 5.5 receptions, especially at the plus money. It's plus 120 at FanDuel.
All right. It's bold. I love it. Andrew, what do you got?
All right. So for Andrew's D play of the week, this is 25-1. This week, the D stands for doing it early. This is a all first quarter parlay. Okay.
Okay.
So we got Brandon Cooks, 10 plus receiving yards first quarter. DeMarcus Robinson, 5 plus receiving yards first quarter. Hunter Henry, 10 plus receiving yards first quarter. And DeAndre Swift, 10 plus rushing yards first quarter. Put those four together, 25-1. You need 35 total yards from those guys, 25-1.
There it is.
All first quarter.
Mine is 250-1.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So 2 TDs, 2 TDs, 2 TDs.
Love them.
First up, this guy scored 12 TDs on the season.
RJ
Harvey.
Mm.
The second guy scored 12 touchdowns on the season.
Puka Nacua.
No.
Oh, I thought you were an emotional hedge.
So running back,
Okay. Running back.
Ramondre?
Zach Charbonnet.
Oh,
I was going to say, that's a lot from
Yeah.
12 a lot.
Third running back scored 10 touchdowns on the season.
Ramondre?
DeAndre Swift.
God dang it.
Harvey, Charbonnet, Swift, all to score 2 touchdowns. $10 pays $2,500. If you put a 30% boost on that, that pushes you to 32.47.
That doesn't sound crazy. Those
Harvey, Charbonnet, Swift, dose.
yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
feel like they've all done that multiple times this year.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I like that. And now, look, I completely misunderstood the assignment here.
Okay.
Am I allowed a mulligan? Because I do have.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me come correct here because I feel really, really, a little bit just
Adequate.
not right giving out a plus 120 an extra 25 and 200 plus 1.
We just gradually went up. It's okay.
Yeah, it's good. I'll go in the middle here. I'm gonna go. It's 181-1. It's an anytime touchdown. You can round robin it. Obviously, the parlay is here. Let's talk defense and let's talk 3 defense and special teams touchdowns. That's where I'm going here. Again, I will. I'll start very nice. We're gonna go to the Chicago Bears.
Start down.
They're plus 475 on their own, but hey, a couple weeks ago, Brock Purdy, his first pass. Back to the house. I can definitely see the Bears. I talked about the Matthew Stafford interceptions. He's thrown a couple pick sixes. I think that this is one where the Bears are extremely opportunistic. Also, the Rams had to fire their special teams coordinator during the season because of how bad they were on special teams. So I like getting the special teams here. Next one up, Seattle Seahawks. They're plus 450 on their own, but Rashid Shaheed is a guy who has a couple touchdowns himself as a returner. They've also got the potential of Brock Purdy. Just mentioned him. He's thrown some pick sixes as well. The opportunistic, aggressive defense of the Seattle Seahawks, especially at home. They're going to have to air the ball out in the 49ers. So I like that defense. And then the Houston Texans, plus 475. Obviously, recency bias is there. They just scored 2, but they just fly around. They fly around. Drake May tried to throw a pick six last week when it kind of went off, and he gave the ball to the Chargers on the goal line there. He has a couple, fumbles. He has a little bit of that early Josh Allen where he doesn't mind putting the ball in harm's way. So, Stafford, Purdy.
Playing with risk.
Yeah, right. Risk. Yeah, I like it. Risky guy. But May, Stafford, Purdy, all guys, good quarterbacks. But they don't mind a little pick six here and there. So all 3 of those defensive special teams to score. Just a nice, simple 181-1.
Spicy.
I like it.
Spicy. We love it.
Had to make up for my horse shit plus.
All good. I blame Andrew.
Yeah, that was my bet. I should have told you come with a 25 is the starting point.
I've got enough bets on these games to kind of wherever we want to go. I'll take you there.
Nice. I like it. Okay, good. All right, so let's go down to against the spread. All right, I picked each game. Did everyone? Does everyone have a?
Yeah,
pick?
we can pretty much go through each one. There's 4 games.
Right.
Okay, so let's just start Very first game, Saturday, 4:30 Eastern, Bills, Broncos. Broncos currently 1.5 point favorite. I will start right there. I don't want to fade playoff Josh Allen.
Sure.
But guess what? My money's going to. It's going to be Broncos minus 1.5. I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. And this is the reason why I'm taking the Broncos. I'll be fully honest with everybody. I want Josh Allen and the Bills to win this game. I really do.
Betting against, so
I'm betting against the way I want it to happen because I want the Bills.
The show called Psychopath Dads. What do you?
Yeah. I do in my gut. The Broncos are just the better play, but my heart is with Josh Allen. So I'm laying the 1.5 with the Broncos, but damn it, do I really want the Buffalo Bills to win this game?
So we'll see how Sebastian kind of breaks the tie here, because I am going to back the Bills, but I am going to go alternate. I'm going to say Bills plus 3.5 and a Josh Allen touchdown or the RJ Harvey touchdown. Like take your pick, whatever you like more, and you're at plus odds. So they still are on the road. I think getting them at 3 points, buying up like two points off of 1.5 with Josh Allen on the road is just good leverage against the book. And I think we all agree Josh Allen probably finds a touchdown. Me and Andrew are obviously in agreement about RJ Harvey. I'm not saying put 2 touchdowns in that plus 3.5, but pick your favorite plus the 3.5. You got good odds, double up your money. And I think it's that type of game. I think the Broncos could win by 3, but I think the Bills can keep it close enough to where that 3.5 is going to feel really good. Like at the end of this game, you're looking at a clear, easy win. Josh Allen handled business or choked again on the road, per usual in the playoffs. Lost by field goal.
Well, at least he knows not to pass it to Dalton Kincaid on the last play. So
yeah, I mean, you're covering both realities that can exist. Josh Allen could go into Denver and just choke. We've seen him go on the road into the Midwest into Kansas City and choke. And now he doesn't have to play Patrick Mahomes, but he's still got to go to that division. He's still got to go to Mile High. I kind of like the fact that the Bills got that little play last week up against the Jags, a team that came in, undefeated in 8 straight weeks.
Yeah.
The Broncos doing the same exact thing. I think it's a good spot, but I think it's very, very close to call, and the books aren't really giving us any leverage here. So again, Bills plus 3.5, any one of those touchdowns. Tiebreaker, Doc, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I like the way you play that here. I just want to clarify: is there over-unders? Are these allowed in this?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah,
whatever you want.
For this one, I will break the tiebreaker here, but just wanted to make sure I get my bearings there. Yeah, I'm on Denver. Give me Denver. I was on the money line early in the week. If you want to do the 1.5, okay. I honestly, even if you have to play a little bit of juice, I'll probably just do the money lines. Right, like I said, I got a little earlier when it was close to even money, but. Because what Bruni just said is definitely true, man. This is going to be a close game. The Broncos don't really blow teams out. The whole thing is they play to their level of competition, good and bad. So I think for this one, for me, it really is like, if you're on the Bills, it's because of Josh Allen. And about everything else points you in the way of the Denver Broncos. You have the home field advantage. You have the health disparity, the rest disparity, the health advantage. Talked about Poyer, Harrison on the back end. That secondary is a little beat up.
Liabilities.
Broncos, all their starters outside of guys like J.K. Dobbins, who already went down, they're all healthy, ready to go. Drake Greenlaw is going to be back flying around there. They've got the nice Mile High advantage there. I just don't think the Bills are a great overall team. I will say, as someone who was on the Jags last week, obviously incorrectly, Josh Allen played his ass off, man.
I had the Jags last week as well.
Yeah, he was everything, and he was getting beat up, and it was still a 3-point game, man. I don't know. I just think the Broncos are a little bit of a more complete team. I think their defense, I think, Josh Allen, we might see some of those turnovers we saw during the year. You look at the Houston game, you look at the Eagles game. He's had some bad turnovers that we've seen.
He's still a gamer though. If you think back to the Kansas City playoffs, when they were literally just going throw for throw, and he still had nobody then too. I mean, I know Gabe Davis had a huge game, but that was literally the only game that's ever made his career relevant. You know what I mean? Because of Josh Allen. He's a gamer. So that's my faith in it is I don't have trust in one direction over the other. So
yeah, it's definitely, it's razor tight. Obviously the spread's telling you everything you need to know. That's why, like I said, I'm on the money line. I'm not even messing around with the 1.5 because you told me this was a 21-20, 20, whatever it might be game. I believe you. So I'm gonna trust Denver. I think they've been the more complete team at home. Sean Payton with that experience, Bo Nix, they get a little bit of revenge there. But I mean, all these games I really think are going to be pretty damn good. But I think it's going to be a really nice game to kick off divisional round playoffs.
Yeah. Oh man, I really want Josh Allen to win. God almighty. Yeah, it tells me that everything points to him not winning, but the dude is awesome. Did you ever see the clip when he was on Barstool and he's with Big Cat and then they're talking about where they like to get wings from? And it's like, they're like, yeah, yeah. He's like, where they're like, you need to go to Wingstop. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll try. He's like, but have you guys been to the new place, Room 40? And they're like, no. He's like, you got to try it. And they're like, all right. They like keep talking. And he's like, all right, well, I'll try Wingstop. He's like, and where are you guys going to go? And they're like, Room 40. He's like, yeah, room for these nuts in your mouth. That shit is hilarious. Josh Allen is so funny. That dude is fucking awesome.
Man. He tries to do the same thing with the Bussin' with the Boys, and they just have like kind of a standoff. Like they just won't talk because they know he's gonna get them.
Oh man, that's good. Yeah, no, he does. I mean, he does seem like a really good dude. If you play at Wyoming and you're, a nice little country white boy, well, not nice little, a big ass country white boy.
Colson Loveland. Can we get the all farmer team?
Yeah, man. He's hard guy to root against. I just think his team kind of sucks. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, fair. I know. I feel the same way. Damn it.
Next up, we've got 49ers at Seattle.
Yep, 49ers +7 in this game. Earlier in the week, I did bet it at the +7.5. I just like getting the half over the 7.
I like that.
So where are we at here? Because
I can't say no to the 7 again. It's the playoffs. Like I hit it last week. I cannot say no to 7 points in the playoffs. But again, this is a situation where the number's so good. You buy a couple of points and a touchdown, and you're feeling really good about that bet. I feel like whether it's the half point, buying a full point or two, and then adding a touchdown that you like, just adding a CMC touchdown in there. I mean, I like Juwan Jennings. I know we all like some 49er touchdowns. You take your preference, you buy up a couple of numbers, and again, I think that number will sit really well with you. But again, 7 in the playoffs, even against a good Seattle team, I just feel like they could chase that late game and just bring something within 7 and still lose. But it's very hard for me to say no to that gap in the playoffs.
Yeah, this one I struggle with. Like I bet 7.5 because I figured it wouldn't get back to 7.5. I liked it there, so I bet that. Mm-hmm. But man, like I don't know. So Circa released today that this spread, the 49ers +7, is the most bet thing they have on the board right now. That terrifies me.
Yeah,
I hate that.
That's
it's very scary.
I'm avoiding, either side. I'm gonna go on the under here. I had it at 45.5. I think it's 44.5.
Okay.
I do like getting the 45.5, 21-24. It seems very plausible for a game like this.
How are we gonna score all of our touchdowns? Come on.
I like 21-24. We gave out 3. There we go. 21 points. 24, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I think this is just one where 13-3 last time. You had 17-13 in the first matchup. They're very familiar with each other.
Doing Shanahan like that, Coolers. My God, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. 20.5. But I mean, there is a world where the 49ers just run out of gas. Maybe they did dump all the Gatorade against Philly, which as a Giants fan, I very much appreciate them taking those fucks out of the playoffs. But look, I think that this is one where even the 49ers defense, with all the nobodies in their secondary, in their linebacking core, Saleh has been masterful. I mean, he's had a really, really good game plan. You have the Sam Darnold thing now, which means I like it even better because they're going to have to lean more on the run, and that clock is going to have to run. And, we'll see how that oblique injuries, those are not great, man. When you laugh, when you rotate, and anytime you throw the ball, you do rotate, like, your obliques are very involved. So this is that's a little tricky, man. So all that to say, give me the under. I'm gonna be rooting against points, except for our touchdowns, of course.
Okay, so, there you go. Yeah.
This is a little bit.
How to eat?
I'm threading the needle, obviously, in that regard, but I do think very familiar with each other, divisional foes, and two defenses that I think are going to be, have the upper hand on both the other sides of the ball. So give me the under in this one.
So what I'm hearing is you're going to put Luke Farrell and Zach Charbonnet anytime touchdowns with the under 44 or 45.5.
A little bit of reverse correlation. I I do not hate. I will again. Let me just wrote that down on the notepad here. I'm gonna have to open up the old Storch book after this one.
As you spoke, I'm like, oh yeah, anytime touchdown with the under. That does sound enticing. I do like that. Obviously, yeah, I'm on the Niners +7. Again, I don't like that it's being bet a lot. That does terrify me. I don't want to be on the public side of this one really, but
come on over.
There's
room at the table, buddy.
I said to myself
last week.
I said to myself last week, if the Niners beat the Eagles, then they can go out and beat anybody because the Eagles defense is legit. I mean, I hate them, but they are good.
They're
so I
said
good. If the Niners beat them, they can go beat anybody. And Seattle's defense is good. It's not really elite, but it is very good. So yeah, I'll be on
the amount of points that the Niners have scored this season and giving them 7. Just again, it's the same argument as last week. It's light. You're hanging a light number, and people should bet it. The whole public's betting it. Okay, well, they fucking should. It's the playoffs. Like, look at what we've seen. These amazing games, right? 7 points is too much.
Yeah, this one is like it really. I've been back and forth on that one, and I really think I'm just gonna I'm gonna stay away. But your argument's right. Like 7 is a ton, but man, that 49ers linebacking corpse scares me. And
they're dead. They're dead.
Brock Purdy can throw a couple interceptions, so we'll see, man. We'll see.
Dead may never die.
Yeah. Well, maybe I might have to do a Darnold Purdy interception. That probably won't be reverse correlated with the under, but just to throw a little juice there with the under.
Yeah,
there,
like it. All right.
Next up, we got Texans at the Patriots.
Moving on to Sunday. 2 games each day.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Gotta love it. -3 in favor of the Patriots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, this one feels easy to me. I'm taking the Pats -3. As much as the Texans defense is great, their offense is going to struggle. Like I don't see where the offense scores enough and keeps the Pats at bay that the Pats can't cover the 3. Don't want the Patriots back in all this. Woe is me. We had some bad years, baby. Yeah, shut the hell up. You had Tom Brady forever. Stop that noise. Woe is me. Like now you have Drake May. Like shut up. But all that said, I do think that they win this game. Wouldn't think they win it by a touchdown plus. I think I will actually buy it up to a pleaser if you shall to the -7. Really like the Pats -3 here at home. Yeah, sorry, CJ Stroud. Once again, dome guy coming outside in the cold. He proved me wrong last week. I'll run it back. I'll take Patriots -3.
My buy up was 6, so that's I don't still get really good odds for that.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I'll be the contrarian. Give me the Texans.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Yeah, man. Look, I mean, obviously, concussion news did not go the way of the Texans backers, and I think that's completely okay. Nico Collins out. Christian Gonzalez in is the major news angle or injury news for that type of thing. But this Patriots offensive line is a little bit scary for Drake May to be behind. We saw there was 11 sacks total in that game between the Chargers and the Patriots. Odafe Alway had 3, the Chargers had 5. And now we've got Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson, Sheldon Rankins, all these guys, Nico Autry, Derek Bennett coming to town. This defense is going to be legit. I think there's going to be 2, if not 3 turnovers from Drake May. And I do think that actually, surprisingly, CJ Stroud had one of his best games of the season when Nico Collins was out because he wasn't trying to jam the ball down someone's throat. And I do think that this offensive line has played a lot better of recent. I was very, very surprised at the way they ran the ball against the Steelers. If you look at CJ Stroud, he's had 0 sacks in, I think, the last 3 games, which when you looked at Houston at the beginning of the year, that was not something.
He's getting sacked this week.
I will see, man. Look, I've got a couple of shekels on Milton Williams to get it done in the middle there because he's got a nice price. But
their defense, like all the different looks that they brought last week, it was insane. Like their hybrid play calling is just like it's stupid. And been a lot of success to how they've been able to stop the run because guys are just like they don't know what they're going against. The way that they're able to mislead the offense and be productive. Tough I don't out on the road.
I'm not expecting a ton of points in this one.
Mhm.
I think both defenses, again, have a little bit of the upper hand. I do think the Texans keep it close. I do think that Keanu Fairbairn is going to come into play. I think that there's going to be some long field goals that are going to be converted. So, look, in my mind, I'm seeing this as, let's say, I don't know if it's 9-12, but something in that realm. Like, I don't know if both these teams are going to get in the 20s. I do see this low scoring. And I really think that you can make the argument for both quarterbacks to throw some interceptions, have some turnovers. We saw them both come off a bad game. But yeah, I do think Drake May and a little bit of the inexperience rears its ugly head. And unfortunately, actually not unfortunately, fuck the Patriots. I'm on the Texans. I think that, yeah, we'll get to it, but I like the +3 and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. No, we love Keanu Fairbairn. He paid for this, or where is it? This refrigerator over here. Yeah.
There we go.
Keanu Fairbairn. That's what he did.
He has cashed us a whole lot this year with the over 1.5 field goals. I mean, my man is on fire. You are right. And that was like one of the things I didn't mention, but I did see that when betting this was the Texans are going to get after Drake May. I mean, they allow the Steelers to go. I'm sorry, not the Steelers. The Patriots, like the offensive line seems good, but yet you see Drake May running for his life at times.
5 sacks allowed. He's the most sacked quarterback left in the playoffs. He's got 40 sacks, I think, on the year, and they had 5. Chargers had 5 against him last game.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow to realize like you're holding Drake May -3 against a Texans defense that has been absolutely incredible getting after the quarterback. So I'm going to stick with it, but you're right. Like that's the thing that scares me the most is just the offensive line for the Patriots.
I'm gonna just buy the quarterback advantage in this one. I feel like Stroud's still gonna be in over his head. We've seen May have a lot more success. Even last week, really tough watch. Still got it done in the end.
Yeah, we'll see. That's gonna be that's an interesting one. But yeah, I'll go the dog there. But I can see it going either way. I'm not the lock of the week for me.
Fair.
All right. Bears versus Rams. Rams -3.5 on the road coming to Soldier Field. Brewdog boots on the ground. We'll be sitting there bearing the cold.
Bearing the cold. Well, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, Bruni, I mean, you might as well lead us off because God knows if you
plus 4.5, +3, +1. You want to ladder
3.
this? What do you want to? Yeah, no. I mean, you know where my money's at. I mean,
so you're
Sebastian,
going.
What do you think?
You're going pleaser Bears -3.
Oof.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that too. Let's do all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm going first, I'm not on the side. Give me the over 48.5. I mean, I even took it when I was at 50, whatever. Dude, I just think that again, I'm not buying into this weather stuff. I look at both these offenses. They are very dynamic. They can put up points with anybody. And these defenses, not that great, man. Especially these secondaries. You look at the Rams starting there. Akilla Weatherspoon came back, tried to shore up that backfield. He's out for the season.
I was going to say,
yeah.
You said came back. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, no. So he came back from a collarbone fracture, and then he immediately I don't know if his re-injury shoulder, that it can be.
I think it's something else. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's out. Right. And then you look at the Bears, TJ Edwards is going to be out. McLeod's a backup. You get CJ back. But the Bears, they let up some points and let up some yards. Like you can run and throw on both of these teams. So I just think the offenses are going to have a day. I probably will just be betting this a lot as the number goes down, as more and more of these weather narratives get into the picture. I understand it's going to be cold. I understand there may be some snow, but let's be honest. I mean, these are professional athletes. Like, this is not like there's not going to be none of these defenses are going to shut the other team down, right? You've got too good of offensive mind, too good of offensive players there. I really think this is going to be a shootout. I think this is going to be another one where down to the wire, could see an overtime game. Gun to my head, if what are we calling this? 3 or 3.5?
It's 3.5 right now.
I got it at 4.5.
Right. I know it was earlier. It was if there was going to take a side, it would be the Bears, the home team. If you're going to give me more than a field goal, absolutely. The Rams, as good as they can be, I don't think they're the super team that everyone's throwing out there. I mean, they just they need a game-winning drive to beat the Panthers. Like they're not this team that is going to absolutely crush you and dominate you. Their defense is good at times, but man, they let up some things, and so do the Bears. So give me the over 40.5. I think that's an absolute smash play.
Yep. Love it.
Well, I'll go, Bruni, and I'm doing this for you. I already said it. I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, you have a reason for it? Like
baiting. Yes, I do. But the main reason is, Bruni, is I want you. Your boots on the ground. I want you to win this game. So once again, I will be fading.
He puts a curse on me that he knows won't work.
I am fading Mr. Nail Polish himself. I will take the Rams minus 3.5. I just think that I think the
4.5 still wins.
Coach, I think that the offensive play scheme of McVay will win out here. And what I mean by that is I think he's going to keep it simple into what they know, not get too cute. Ben Johnson has been known to pull out some of these trick plays, as I alluded to with a Caleb Williams anytime touchdown. I think that we could see the Bears beat themselves in this game a little bit. I just first time being this is even a bigger game than last week. Ben Johnson has been known, i.e. last year, offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, getting absolutely crushed at home by my Washington Commanders. Oh. We saw him pull out a Jameson Williams pass that got intercepted. We saw him run out Jared Goff when my mans don't run. Like, there's too many things that he does that beats himself. I just, something in my gut tells me this is the time where he starts to pull that shit out, and it just doesn't work for him, and he starts to spiral. Caleb, though, he's the wild card here. Caleb has been absolutely incredible. When down, he's just been making throws, making plays, converting fourth downs. So nail polish or not, everything rides on Caleb for this Bears team, right? I'm just gonna. I'll take the Rams. I think a lot of people are gonna be on the Bears too. I want to be on the opposite side of that, so I'll take the Rams on the road minus 3.5, and pray to God your cardiac Bears can't come back and do it. Though secretly, I do want them to win for you, Bruno.
Bears go up by 30 at halftime. Let's roll.
Oh God, no, they better not. They don't know how to hold a lead.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I think I'd feel more confident if they're down by 30 at half.
Really. Listen, 18 was enough for me. Okay, 18 was enough for me. I think if we're down by 30 at half, people are dying.
I'm telling you,
it's tough.
What happens to teams when they're down at half? They make the adjustments that they need to make. What happens when a team is up? They get complacent. Look at what the Packers
the last time the Bears played the Rams in the playoffs, they shut them out. They shut them out. 1985.
Yeah, bet that you won't.
It might be tough for that game script.
I will.
I do. Think
Who knows? Stafford
is not good with a lead, man. We saw him blow against the Eagles. We've seen him blow leads against the Seahawks. So we'll see.
What I will say is that Stafford has not been good in cold weather. I think this will be the coldest game he's ever played. However, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, these guys have played in the cold. So I'm expecting a good game. While Stafford could have his woes and maybe we get lucky, we get an early turnover, early defensive score, I think we're getting fireworks, like you had mentioned to the scoring. I think this is going to be that type of game. It's going to be the last game of the divisional round in prime time. I think we're getting the juice. I think we're getting the fireworks. But come on, boys, bear down. Come on. Come on, boys. Like what have you seen across the last 8 to 10 weeks that tells you the Bears are not winning this game at home? Not winning this game at home. Come on.
What's the craziest Bears bet you have right now?
I haven't put anything in yet. I have not run to the window yet. I'll be doing all of that probably tomorrow on my flight.
Okay. There you go. I was
kind of planning things out because
I have a Bears minus 20.5. I know I saw a Seahawks minus 20.5. And are we just want to know how outrageous
I would be willing to bet it up to like minus 3 just for the odds that you would get, and you'd get great odds for that. But I wouldn't go off the rails. If anything, I would just bet like the Bears, like 200 on the money line or 250, something like that. Just like a big bet, not necessarily like a crazy prop.
A modest Bears victory is what we're calling for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bears dub. That's it. Boots on the ground means Bears dub. Come on, don't do it to me. The funny thing is I had the chance to go last week and I was like, it's too short notice. Like I can't but we win. We'll run it back.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great.
Well, enjoy that, man. It's gonna be. I like it. I think the game's gonna be fucking awesome. So
should be. All right, let's go to the last segment. Dogs are barking. Let's hear it. I mean, Bruni, you got two. We already know one. You might as well just say it. Just get it out while we're talking about it.
Bardon.
Obviously shocks absolutely no one. Chat, did you hear that? He picked the Bears.
Yeah, again. Yeah, giving you the Bears all year. Come on now.
All right. And what's your other one?
I'll just take the Bills. If I'm gonna bet another one, it would be the Bills. I'm not gonna bet the Niners. I think it's a fair pick based again on their offense, their defense. It's not. You just have to somehow bet that Robert Saleh has the sauce for Sam Darnold, and that's about it. Won't bet it though. Just not gonna do it. I'd be willing to bet the Bills, and of course, I will be betting the Bears.
Yep. Sebastian, dogs like any?
Yeah, I'm just on one. I mean, look, I don't mind the Bears. I think that, like I said, gun in my head, I think that's the side I'd be on. I am going to ultimately probably be off of it, take the props and take the over. But the Houston Texans plus 150 on the money line. If I'm on the +3, I got to have faith that they win outright, right? It's hard to thread that needle. So yeah, I just think that Drake May, multiple turnovers, a defensive score. They're able to run the ball, as in the Houston Texans, and Kyle Fairbairn. This is, a 15-12 game, 15-14, whatever it may be. Yeah, I think that this is going to be an ugly game, and I think that may play into the Houston Texans' hands there. I don't trust that Patriots offensive line, especially against this defense. I think May's going to be scrambling a little bit, and we've seen him put the ball in harm's way. Obviously the counter to that is CJ Stroud looked like shit last week, but before that, he'd been looking pretty good. So we'll see which young quarterback is able to step up in this one. I will back it's the Houston Texans defense, but I got to believe that Stroud is going to be able to find some answers against this Patriots defense. So give me the Houston Texans plus 150.
Yeah. Young dogs for QBs in the playoffs. We got Josh Allen and Sam Darnold are the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a bunch of young guys.
Aaron Rodgers got obviously booted, so that was a big knock.
Bunch of young guys. I like it, he says. Please don't clip that to anyone.
No, that's tough. That's tough. Okay.
All right. Well, if you're doing the math, I only picked one ATS with the points. That would be the San Francisco 49ers. I will be taking them. I slow rolled this. Sam Darnold sucks. My man is terrible. You heard it in the beginning of the year, and he shut me up. He did for very long. Sam Darnold played a very
long time.
Very good throughout the year, right? We saw
he had a bye last week.
We saw it last year with the Vikings. Played very well
on the
throughout the year. Then he gets into the playoffs. Sam Darnold last year in the playoffs, 245 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 fumble. Absolute dog duty, 77.6 passer rating. My man will be seeing ghosts one more time. Sam Darnold stinks. I don't care what the Seattle Seahawks defense is going to do. Sam Darnold's going to piss that game away multiple times versus the Niners. Niner gang coming back. They dumped the Eagles, shot the eagle, pulled the federal crime by killing an eagle last week. And this week they're killing another bird. Seattle Seahawks down. Niner gang, baby. Here we go. Niners money line.
Hey, the 7's cashing if that's the case. So I don't hate it.
That was passionate. That was I mean,
he doesn't like Sam Darnold, but he bet his 2 touchdowns a couple of weeks ago. Like he had the sauce, like he was like he just had the recipe, for profit over here.
I'm not going to lie.
Like you came back to the table carrying that 2 touchdown card, like with your tail in between your legs. Then it didn't cash. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. You had 2 touchdowns passing?
Yeah, for Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
I
might need to check you into somewhere. If you got 2 touchdowns.
You humbled yourself, and now here you are shaming the poor bastard.
Sam Darnold stinks. He's
coming in hurt. Poor bastard.
Sam Darnold. Honestly, all my Sam Darnold hate stems from him beating Penn State in the Rose Bowl back in the day.
Stand down.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Okay. All right.
Get your camera.
Poor guy.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Darnold stinks. Fuck Sam Darnold. Here we go.
We can't even see you saying that because your camera's all fucked up. The karma's unreal.
Sam Darnold.
There it is. Now it's fixed. Now we know.
Sam Darnold and his ghosts have hacked the system. I like it.
They have. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The ghosts out there in Seattle are pretty cool. I don't know. Is that where Casper's from? I feel like he's more Washington State.
Okay. Well, Degen Doc, we have kept you here long enough. Before you go, though, why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on the socials, on the YouTube, so that they can catch you weekly as well?
Yeah, now look, folks, gentlemen, not folks. You're more distinguished, honorable gentlemen than that. No, I appreciate you having me on. Always a blast. Like I said, that intro music really got me pumped up for this segment. It's the playoffs, man. What a time to be alive. But hey, over on the X at the Degen Doc, that's probably the best way to get all the information, putting out all the injury stuff, random shit that comes in my head. But if you want a more polished show, over on YouTube at DFSG Plus Sports Betting. That is where myself and my co-host, Professor Locks, we do college, we do NFL. That's where we give out all our picks. So if you want to join us over there, it's fun time. But of course, you got to make sure you hit the subscribe to the Fanspeak network first before you're able to come on over to us. So, hey, we appreciate y'all. Fun show. And yeah, I think you took me right into bedtime here.
No, love it. We're gonna have to have you back soon. We've got best ball season right around the corner. Obviously in touch with the college scene. So as soon as those guys get dropped in there, we'll definitely want to have you on and get some of your takes.
I will say, if you guys are at this level of degeneracy, which I don't always advise, but if you like the UFL, I will be covering the UFL again.
Nice. Yeah.
So.
I like to try and just go to a game. I don't really bet on it, but it's a fun atmosphere to just go have a good time. You don't really care about rooting for anybody, just watching some crazy football.
It's like minor league hockey. It's like
exactly.
You go get a couple brews and get banged up with buddies. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a psychopath and I do bet on it. The props in that one is hilarious because the injury reports are non-existent. But if you're on it, you can get some nice angles. But it's a fun little G League, let's call it.
Yeah, absolutely. XFL too. I mean, whatever, just don't really knock it if trying to make a couple extra bucks playing some football.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it. I mean, listen, when your UFL picks come out, I will be betting that because I'm currently right now betting Unrivaled. For those that don't know, that is the women's 3v3 not WNBA league right now. So I'm betting that because a buddy is plugged in there. So I don't care what it is. I'll bet on it. So UFL, come on down, UFL. Come on down. Yeah, it's called Unrivaled. It's 3v3.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is.
It's women's street basketball. Yeah,
Unrivaled. Women's street ball?
Yeah, essentially.
Interesting.
You can bet on that. Wow. I love America.
Yeah.
What a country.
I love America.
Is that on Kalashi? Or is that
No, it's on DK.
No shit.
Yeah. So if anybody wants Unrivaled tomorrow night, Mist minus 8.5 Saturday 7:30.
How progressive of them. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Brilliant, DK. Women's street ball.
That's right. Women's street ball, baby.
Jesus hell. All right. Cool. Yeah. Something every day, everybody. Just you never know what's around the next corner.
It's a great way to wrap it up.
All right, Bruni.
All right, everybody.
Best
Take
of
care.
luck to your Bears.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Take care. Be well. Be good. If you can't be good at it. We'll see you guys later.
It ain't just the wins, it's the ride, the vibe. Degen Dads forever, keep the dream alive. Degen Dads, Friday night bangers. Touchdown props flying like a Vegas Ranger. From best ball streets to the prop bet throne. Stacking green tickets, we never grind alone. Degen Dads, turn the slate to gold. High risk, high reward, watch the story unfold. 9:30 Eastern, YouTube lights flash. Degen Nation